Greetings. Welcome to Griff's Log for November 30th, 2024, the last day of November. The best thing that happened to me today was playing a ton of VR. But the worst thing that happened to me today was playing a ton of VR. And I want to explain that I think this is probably my worst day of all time in a very long time because of VR. And on one hand, I think it's really, really awesome. It's so good, man. I've only had it for like 3 days, and it's already been so awesome. Every single game that I've played Ragnarok, I've played Beat Saber, I've played the ping pong game, I've played like Cubism. Cubism in particular is incredible. But overall, it's just so incredible that I think it's too incredible. And again, this is the idea of Infinite Jest by David Foster Wallace. David Foster Wallace. Yeah, dude. Okay. For some reason, I thought it was David Wallace Foster, but I can't even say it correctly, so it couldn't be true. Anyway, he said, I think that's the point of Infinite Jest is like, man, okay, we create VR. We have such an incredible experience. You can hop into the POV of any human being so long as it's been recorded, right? You can hop into the POV of any like experience. It's incredible. And the haptic feedback on my hands is incredible. And I can imagine if I had a full body suit, holy shit, that'd be insane. But I think it's too dangerous. I need to make sure to set limits here. Because there are times when I just get lost in it and I don't do anything. You know what I wanted to do? Yes, like today, like the entire day, I wanted to spend time working on a video and editing. But the allure of the cool thing was just too much. I just couldn't do it. I could not get out of VR and into the editing because it's just so much less fun. And it is fundamentally, man. So I'm very scared. I think that's probably my biggest conclusion out of today is that I'm very afraid of using VR too much and getting too obsessed with it because it's just that good. But I think I really appreciate it. Like, dude, I've been able to hang out with my buddy. We just been playing ping pong. We're sitting across from each other on the table, and it's so fun. You just get to chat about everything, learn a new skill. I unironically think if I practiced ping pong for 30 days and then like in VR and then went to a tournament, I would be probably able to play the game. And I think like it's genuinely great exercise. Like, I'm sore, man. It is good. And I actually work out. Like, this is a good workout. So I think that there are a lot of benefits. It's just so easy to get lost in it and to escape through it. I think it was the term hedonistic denial, which is like the idea of maximizing pleasure in order to escape from, the difficulties of life. I am feeling pretty stressed. My work is getting more stressful. I have a lot of stuff piling on my plate before I leave to go home for Christmas. I have a lot of videos I want to make. I have a lot of achievements I want to do. I have a lot of things that I'd like to accomplish, and I do not need the distraction of VR. And yet on the flip side, part of me wants to just love it and appreciate it and be so happy that I'm able to afford it and I'm able to enjoy it and I have friends to play with and be appreciative of that. But part of my soul also feels terrified to appreciate that and get distracted because, I'm super prone, man. I don't know if you guys feel like this. I am extremely prone to getting distracted easily. It's shiny object syndrome, right? I'm terrified of getting distracted. So I think I've let myself engage with it. I've gone brain empty and just in a virtual environment, It's incredible. It's so cool, but I'm terrified. And I think that was my biggest outcome of today. Actually, for some more concrete notes, I picked up my girlfriend from the airport and her friend, and we went to get dinner, which is very fun. We just chatted about life and existentialism and her trip to Iceland. And then we hung out at home. She was really tired, so she went to sleep. And then I learned more about VR and explored stuff. But that was pretty much my whole day. I played VR. Cubism is incredible. Oh my God, it's so cool. Cubism is incredible. then picked her up. Then, you know, it's real stinky, man. It's hard to take a shower with a VR headset on. You don't. But I think the other really important thing for today was that I realized I'm a big info dumper. I don't know if you noticed this, but I posted a few videos where it's like 50 minutes long. It's because I love talking. I can talk all day, every day for hours straight. I'm a streamer. I can do that. That's just like how my brain works. I will info dump and I will go. I'll just keep talking. But I realized that, you know, especially in my relationship with my girlfriend, I think it's too much, man. I need to stop doing it. And especially with like everyone I talk to. Like, I think one of my biggest goals right now is how do I info dump less, and when people solicited it, maybe, and ask questions more. How can I find the point of interest in a person? How do I ask questions? And so my goal for December 1st is I am going to only ask questions. When I'm interacting with someone, when I'm interacting with my girlfriend, I want to only ask questions. And obviously, if it's a response where, you know, you ask a question back, then I'll answer. But I think I really want to focus on how do I ask fun questions that like, you know, I just want to learn about my girlfriend, about my friends, and do that in a way that's not like annoying. I remember one time I went on this date with this girl from Harvard, and when we got off the train to like go back to her place, I was just like asking questions. I was like, hey, what do you think about this? You know, I'm really curious about what you say, blah, 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 blah. Just asking a ton of questions. I was really curious about her. She was really cool. So I was like, you know, let me ask some questions. And she's like, dude, stop asking me questions. It's like an interview. I was like, what do you mean? I'm just really curious. And I think that's kind of tainted my interest in asking questions a little bit. Because it's like, dude, damn. Oof. Obviously, you know, maybe the rapid fire approach, it can feel like an interview. I'm not going to lie. I get that. But I'm just rapid fire curious, man. So I got to figure out how to balance this rapid and intense curiosity and this intense desire to just keep talking and info dump. The second I find a point of interest, like, oh, I know about that. Let me tell you about that. Let me tell you the author of this book. Let me tell you about this book. Let me tell you about paragraph 7 on page 46 about this very specific thing in this very specific piece of knowledge that relates exactly and precisely to what you just said and will be very, very relevant and impactful and fun and informational. But the thing is that people tune out. I guarantee you might have tuned out while listening to this. And it's like, well, because, damn, it's a lot of information all at once. So I'm trying to figure out how do I info dump less, how do I ask questions more, and focus on it being this conversation. And I think a challenge I have is just spend the entire day when you interact with people, ask questions. That's my goal. In addition, I'm also very grateful for being able to just be like, hey, you know, can I get a Oculus Quest 3? Let me send it. And having the ability to do that, it's really cool. I've worked hard with my job and everything and saving up, and it's nice to be able to have that. And I'm very, very fucking thankful, man. I feel good about that. So I'm very grateful for that. And I'm also grateful for, damn, there are so many smart, incredible people out in the world, man. To make, dude, cubism, the way you grab the blocks and you organize, oh my God, it feels so good and awesome. It's incredible. I'm very thankful for that. And again, I'm thankful for my girlfriend. I got a long way to go, and she's very patient with me. So I'm excited to see how life goes. So anyway, that's my update for the end of November. I'll see you tomorrow. Adios.